One of the first things that Mayor Williams mentioned when he addressed folks here from this podium was asking the city of Durham, the folks who live here, to hold him accountable for his master plan. He was flanked today by Mayor Pro Tem Mark Anthony Middleton, Councilwoman Javier Caballero, his special policy advisor, as well as members of his transition team. But the new mayor saying today he will be taking an equitable and holistic approach to governance, and even used this opportunity today to break down his master plan into 3 areas, referring to them as priorities he considers to be both robust and ambitious: community development, economic development, and workforce development. And he says progress will be measured by what's important to each council member. When it comes to young men of color and reaching the youth, he says he will be unapologetically ambitious in those areas. And it will depend on relationships within the community to see that these 3 areas I just mentioned with respect to development all come together. Now, more specifically with getting NC Central and Duke University more involved with the city, he says he's had conversations with folks at both universities. They want to be more integrated with the city, and the city feels that that feeling is mutual. Now, how their involvement will work with city business is still to be explored, still to be decided, but he wants Durham to be the most progressive city in North Carolina. Those are his words, and that will be a challenge, especially as not everyone on council and in the community will agree.
There may be resistance, but what that means is there's democracy. And, my goal is to have no surprises. I think it's very clear. Councilmember Caballero and I, we don't necessarily agree on everything, but we've worked great together. And I think that's a prime example of how, it just shows the myriad of views and viewpoints across the city. But, it's not about us as individual council members. It's about the community. So really.
Mayor Williams also spoke extensively about young men of color, the city's youth, even crime, and ShotSpotter, which we know was not renewed just as of late. We'll be getting into those priorities and how he plans to address those this afternoon on Eyewitness News. You're going to hear exactly what Mayor Williams has to say. We're live in Durham. DeJuan Hogarth, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.